And we have another family to introduce you to. And this kind of goes with the theme that we've been talking about, and that is that as a parent, you're never really out of the woods. You like to think you are, but you're not. First of all, let's welcome the Meulemans family. We've got Ty here. We're going to talk a lot about Ty. Ty, how old are you now?
I'm 14.
14, which means that guy over there is 14. That's his twin brother, Zach, who...
They look alike a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. And then we got Mom and Dad. Dad is Sean, Mom is Terry. And we also have Ben Wojcicki, physical therapist, Children's Mequon Clinic. Ben, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
We're going to start with Ty, though. Ty, you were 12 years old. You were playing basketball. And what happened?
Yeah, pretty normal game. I just got the ball, I dribbled down the court, went up for a layup, and then I landed pretty hard and felt a pretty big pop in my knee. And immediately I knew something was up. And so we got checked out, had the MRI scan done, and then found out I had a torn meniscus and ACL.
ACL tear. Now, were you guys at the game?
Yeah, we were there.
You were there.
Did you guys hear the pop?
No, we heard the scream
Yeah.
after.
I'll bet.
Which is probably worse.
Right.
All right, so what happens? You take him immediately where?
Where did we take him right away? We didn't think it was as bad as it was. I mean, we knew he got hurt.
Yeah.
And I think it was a Sunday evening, so we took him home and iced him up and called his primary care doctor. And with the severity, we went in, got it checked out, and he said, "Nah, you should go in for an MRI just to make sure." It was nothing real severe. So we were thinking maybe meniscus, something like that. But when the MRI came back, it was confirmed complete tear of the ACL, and we were kind of all in shock at that point.
Which is, like we said, that happens to professionals and adults, but not 12-year-old
Yeah,
kids. Like, kids
right.
are made out of rubber bands, I feel like, like they usually bounce back, but that is severe.
Yeah.
So, Ben, as a physical therapist for children's, what kind of challenges does that pose? For example, I ended up having surgery when right at your 13th birthday, right around there.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. And so what kind of a challenge does that pose to you?
I think the hardest thing is just keeping them out of sports and activities for such a long time. I mean, imagine not being able to do gym class with your peers for
Right.
6 or 7 months, and that's what you have to do. But I think the key is finding what they want to get back to and tailoring your treatment plan to help them achieve those goals.
Yeah, because we say kids are not just little adults, right? You have to treat them like the 13-year-old boy that, he was at the time.
Yeah, making the sessions fun, finding out what they like, and that's what I love about my job is just Ty and I shared a love for basketball, football, you name it. So making those sessions really fun were what I really enjoyed.
So how are you doing now with the ACL repair?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good right now. I'm doing my spring basketball right now, and that's going good. And
Wow. So you were already back out on the court. You're already doing. It's not slowing you down at all.
yeah, not at all.
All right. There is something in the notes here that they give us that I have to ask you about. Okay. It says in my notes that Ty. Well, this was not his first rodeo at Children's. A year prior to his sports injury, Ty suffered a broken neck
Wow.
and a bone infection. What's going on with you, Ty?
I don't know. That's pretty much bad luck.
What happened?
Yeah.
How did you break your neck?
We actually don't really know how it happened.
Really?
Yeah, no, it was that was 6th grade when that happened. It was about maybe 3 weeks after the football season kind of ended. He's just started developing fevers. There was no real neck pain or anything, but the fevers just kept getting worse. They weren't going away. Finally, it was like 2-3 days of fevers. Like he was like getting worse just physically. It was like I was having to get him up off the couch just to get him standing. And,
Right.
So then it was a Friday morning. Getting called the primary care doctor. He said, "This sounds pretty bad. Why don't you, take him to the ER?" And from there was MRIs and a four-day stay here at Children's up on the 10th floor, and 6 weeks of IV antibiotics through a PICC line, and it's kind of been one thing after another these last couple of years.
Mom, Terry, we were talking a little bit earlier today about boy moms. I mean, you're a special kind of a mom to be a boy mom because no one prepares you for the amount of injuries. My son was always dirty and bloody, I felt like. So how do you handle all of this? And your son Zach's had a couple broken bones?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of patience, a lot of love and understanding. I think it's just kind of a rolling with it, flexibility, right? You know what's going to happen, so you have to just be on guard and expect it. But I do think that part of the silver lining is knowing that no matter what happens to the boys, we live so close to such a really great organization that I know has the tools and support and resources to help them and help us get through any situation. And I think that's been a saving grace for us throughout all of these health issues.
Sean, what would you say to parents out there about children's? You've experienced it several times
Yeah.
on several different levels, if you will.
Right, absolutely. I mean, in fact, they're also born 10 weeks early, so we were in the NICU to start all this. So we had a good 10-year run of really not needing children's, but knowing that they're always there. And I mean, just Dr. Erickson and the orthopedic department over at the Greenfield Clinic, and then we've been in Greenfield, we've been in Mequon, just kind of here on site at main campus, and just everyone here is just knows what to do with kids, and that was kind of our. You talked about having this procedure, an ACL procedure done on a 12-year-old. Have they even seen a lot of those?
Right.
And so we weren't sure going into the whole process, and just sitting down with Dr. Erickson, he was like, nope, we got this. They checked out growth plates, made sure that they did things properly for kids. And after meeting with Dr. Erickson, we were like, yeah, we're definitely in the right place.
And that speaks to what Doreen was saying, that kids are not just little adults. I mean, they've got very specific needs as it relates to their, growth and everything.
Yeah.
And you spoke to it right there when you said, have they even seen any of these? The fact is, if it's out there, odds are they've seen it here multiple times. Very rarely do they come into contact with something or someone that has something they have not seen before. And that experience is invaluable when you're a parent. You want to know that they've done these procedures before and that it's come out okay.
Well, and clearly looking at the height of these two boys, it didn't affect the growth because they're still
Right.
growing, I'm
they are.
assuming.
That's their hope. They want a few more inches, so we'll see.
Well, Ty, thank you for sharing your stories, plural.
Yeah.
And please, hopefully we won't see you back in here, except to maybe visit or drop off a donation.
Stay healthy.
Stay healthy.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
We appreciate it. Thank you. Very nice to meet all of you. Ben, thank you. We appreciate it. Thanks, Mom and Dad, and the twin boys. These are the kind of families that you are helping. You are helping families like this right here in our own community. Please make the phones ring. It's the 26th Annual Miracle Marathon, 414-337-9554. More Miracle Marathon coming up on KLH.